And so I greet you all, yet grey beards from across Africa and the world. World, I proudly present to you the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana.
This symposium has been organized as a platform for our African water sanitation and hygiene as WASH experts to brainstorm on the best way to make the WASH sector on the continent more responsive to the needs of the populace. I welcome you all to Ghana to participate in this important symposium. The President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, sends his regards to you all.
What I can also add is that there is the very, very important area of data collection. Without data, we cannot, and I insist, we cannot know where we are going, where we are moving from, and what has been done.
From the reports that we have gathered, it has become very clear that we did not prioritize the principles of valuing water within the Africa Water Vision.
We are blessed with a lot of sun in Africa. Let us use that energy to supply water to the people.
One of the good experience I can share from Ethiopia is the government has taken a leading role. That is what we say is the political commitment, the leadership commitment. Especially in the last 3 years, after reform in our government, there has been special treasury support from the government to work on CR WASH. The CR WASH is the Climate Resilient WASH Program.
Friends, I'm sure that this symposium will provide us a very strong platform for dialogue around our common goals, for sharing your experience, for engaging and exchanging on good practices, and for identifying opportunities for future collaboration and for strengthening WASH systems across Africa.
I hope and trust that the relations we form in these 3 days together in Accra, and that we maintain when we go home, because that's essential, will be part of building a lasting coalition for change and progress.
We are very committed to continuing the support to improving safe water systems and increasing access to safely managed water systems.
His Excellency reminded us about this bold vision that African leadership have expressed in year 2000, so already 22 years ago, that by 2025, we will reduce by 95% the proportion of population without access to safe and adequate water supply, as well as safe and adequate sanitation.
We've all been talking about WASH systems. And since I came, I've been looking around whether Mr. or Mrs. Systems is in the room. Who or what is the WASH system?
Agenda for Change is currently implementing a new governance framework that really emphasizes on supporting country-driven solutions and innovations, dialogue, but more importantly, supporting government's leadership and commitment to make sustainable and inclusive WASH services the norm. And we look forward to continuing this conversation with you, but we also look forward to continuing our efforts and collective action to further advance WASH system strengthening and take it to the next level.
I'm sure you will all be good ambassadors of the learning, insights, and calls to action coming from this symposium. And we look forward to opportunities to continue the conversation, such as the UN Water Conference in March and the All Systems Connect in the Netherlands in 2023.
Over 400 commitments have been made through the monitoring, the mutual accountability mechanism. 210 of those commitments came from Africa. And it's a very important, Program Director, that we don't give up on thought. Because it's at conferences like this where thoughts are born, where commitments are developed, where they're refined, and where they ultimately turn into action. And to support and endorse AMCOW and their call to action, there are three things we would like to leave this room with. Firstly, amongst ourselves as the partnership, reach out. Those with data, share it. So at the very least, we can know what is known and also know what is unknown. Secondly, we recommend strongly that on the African continent, every member country adopt the Sanitation and Policy Guidelines of 2021, and equally important, the Right to Water Guidelines of 2019.
Work out alliances so that we can get the results. We can show the results. Not 22 years later, 5 years, 10 years later. Partnerships for knowledge, for finance, let's make alliances work for us. Together we are stronger. Together we can do it.
System thinkers and public experts, you have come here together to identify and share current state-of-the-art thinking and practical experiences to advance our collective understanding about how strong systems can help to advance the Africa Water vision and achieve the Sustainable Development Goal 6 by 2030. Indeed, I have been reliably informed that the discussions and sharing of experiences during these 2 days of All Systems Go Africa have been fruitful in bringing Africa towards a continental agenda for creating effective and resilient governance, financing, management, and operating system for water, sanitation, and hygiene.
We work towards illuminating the pain points and bringing those to you and making the invisible visible. Our aspiration with all this, with All Systems Go, with all of you in this room, is to make sure that as we progress, that we never make it a thing of a past that a woman has to go fetch water. Make it a thing of the past, the stunting of our children and our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers. It's not just children. Make it a thing of the past, women dying in childbirth because of issues of wash.
In addition to high-profile keynote speeches and panel discussions during the plenaries, All Systems Go Africa included 35 parallel sessions and side events. Here, participants had the chance to dive deeper into what a continental water, sanitation and hygiene strengthening agenda looks like for Africa. Through a mix of creative workshops and technical conference sessions, the event showcased promising initiatives, convened strategic conversations, and injected momentum into ongoing initiatives to strengthen water, sanitation, and hygiene systems across the 54 countries of Africa. Participants of All Systems Go Africa have the unique opportunity to visit the Accra Compost and Recycling Plant, ACAP, on the final day of the symposium. ACAP is an integrated waste processing and recycling company established to receive and process solid and liquid waste and produce organic manure for agronomic purposes in Ghana and the West African sub-region.
All Systems Go Africa réunit des penseurs de système ainsi que des experts publics pour apprendre ensemble et conduire le changement nécessaire pour atteindre les objectifs en matière d'eau, d'hygiène, d'assainissement fixés dans la vision africaine de l'eau ainsi que de l'ODD6. L'objectif était de motiver les participants à donner la priorité au renforcement des systèmes dans tous les pays, que ce soit au niveau communal et aussi au niveau national, à travers 6 domaines thématiques, à savoir l'examen des approches de prestations des services, l'engagement politique et financier, la prise de décision fondée sur des données probantes, les services WASH en dehors des ménages, ainsi que les contextes fragiles. Nous avons débattu, partagé des expériences. S'il y a une chose sur laquelle tout le monde est d'accord, c'est que le continent africain actuellement est à la traîne et qu'on ne peut pas rester dans le même état d'esprit. Vous savez, je suis quelqu'un qui aime les citations et je vais vous partager une des citations du célèbre physicien Albert Einstein qui dit qu'on ne peut pas résoudre un problème avec le même mode de pensée que celui qui a généré le problème. Donc, on connaît le problème, on a un mode de pensée actuel, on doit changer ce mode de pensée. Et autrement, on doit changer ce mode de pensée et accélérer le renforcement des systèmes CIP. Donc, nous espérons qu'on a pu contribuer au lancement d'un programme continental pour le renforcement des systèmes WASH en Afrique.